All right, welcome back to the Row Gun. I know it's been a while, but like most of you, I've been watching gun reviews, going to the range, browsing gun shops for the fun of browsing gun shops in and out of the range, and I've been seeing an alarming trend lately. Well, depending on what side, how you're looking at it. I've seen a lot of used guns for sale, and that's what I'm here to talk about, is to come clean. I just picked these up because they were amazingly priced. They were used. In fact, this one, I don't know. We'll take a look at this. Take a look at both of them. But this thing right here was traded in the maybe 2 hours before I walked into the store. And Springfield XDe 9mm came with 3 magazines. It was unfired. I mean, there was basically nowhere in the gun. The wear that you see on the gun right now is from me shooting it. I don't know, 50 to 75 rounds-ish I shot. I don't think I put 100 rounds to this yet, but had some fun shooting it at the range. It was quite enjoyable. Now, what's interesting about it is, if I told you how much this cost me, you'd probably look at me like you would have bought it too, and it was kind of a no-brainer. Let's just say this: the two of these cost more than the MSRP. I'm sorry, were the same price as that MSRP on the CZP09 tactical or threaded barrel edition with the night sights out the door. So I was happy with what I paid for both of these. Why did I pick this up? Well, I've always been interested in a subcompact hammer-fired gun. I really wanted to get a revolver again, a 357, just to shoot 38 special like everyone does and say they have a 357 and be cool saying they have a 357. However, that doesn't mean that I need a 357 at the moment. So, what I chose to do was just go for the next best option. And that was get the cheapest gun that I could find when I found the gun. And that's exactly what this is. So the Springfield XDe is, like I said, it's hammer fired. It's got traditional hammer can lock back. It's got the traditional safety. It's got the decocker. One thing that I love about the traditional safety that's cool is you can pull the trigger. Nothing happens. This isn't my favorite gun, and it probably never will be. And it will serve the purpose I have for it, and that's to be I guess, I don't know if we're to say the purpose of this gun would be a bookshelf gun, something that I can hide in a small area inside my house. And when I'm ready for it, take it out, take it to the range, but then be hidden somewhere in a small safe. Small little lockbox somewhere that I know where it is. So I really like the idea and the purpose of this gun. It's not going to be a primary carry weapon. It is 9+1, which is still pretty good, at least in the extended mag. I think the shorter mag is 8+1. But yeah, it's a nice little weapon. At 10 yards, it's more than acceptable groups. Don't ask me on the barrel length because I don't care. It's not my thing to know specs. There are many reviewers who will tell you all the little tidbits about that. Go look at their reviews. There's guys that are better at this than I am, and I have no qualms about being the best of the worst. I just like sharing my opinion. And this thing shoots great. It's not going to be my daily carry. In fact, I have no intentions of even searching for a carry holster. I think the only thing I may do is look for a tiny little O-light or something I can put on there. I've got to do some research on that. That's probably the only thing I'm going to do is just get small little light, something I can, just throw on the charger and let it do its thing. But yeah, I like this thing for the purpose that I got it for. It was kind of a no-brainer. Funny enough, they brought that out and he was about to put it in the shelf, and I said, "Ooh, I've always wanted one of those. How much is that?" And I saw the price tag. I said, "Don't put that in the shelf. Let me see it." And yeah, that's the rest is history. And then let's get to the CZP09. Now, I was actually looking for one of these recently. My local gun shop had one on sale. It was probably, I think it was $100 off. It was a great great looking pistol, but talk about manifesting it into the universe, right? Fun story about this one. It was, I actually, the one that my local gun shop had, was on sale, 75, maybe $100 off, and it was all black. It was the black one. So I did some research and, you know, wanted to see if the pricing was good. The pricing was great, but I did not like the all black when I found this one existed. Now, you know, I just left it alone. I said, that's the one I want. I'm going to hold off, see if I can find this one. And that's the Urban Gray suppressed. It was just a black suppressor at the gun shop. And I went in the next day, said, you know, if it's there, I'm going to buy it. And I walked in the next day, and that black one was sold. It was gone. And I said, all right, bummer. Oh, well, I have to find one. And I guess 2 weeks later, I walked into another gun store and saw that. And I was like, ooh, I'll take it. And it was kind of a no-brainer. I just picked it up, made sure, you know, it functioned how I wanted. It's been well used. I remember if I remember correctly, this was a little loose. Didn't even, you know, look like it was on there tight. Most of the dirt, you know, in the follower is not mine. You know, a little dirt there, a little dirt. Got to go through and clean the gun. It's definitely been an outside possible duty gun. But yeah, this thing is great. The double action, well, that's a single action, but the true double action pull, heavy, but crisp. I'm not trying to be necessarily solid on the trigger, but or, you know, perfect, crisp, whatever. But yeah, this thing is great. I didn't have any problems with it. Again, these two have a purpose in my life. They're more of the idea of a home defense gun, something like that. To be used in specific situations. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for guns, I don't know if in your region what's happening in my region lately. There was a Chris Vector. It was in the pistol configuration, but I think it had iron sights on there, and it was the 45 ACP version for $1,000. I mean, I was like, what are people doing? They're just giving away these guns and just taking pennies on the dollar. And the guy looked at me and was like, the one that you're buying here, this guy came in this morning and traded 2 in. And, you know, actually, funny enough, I swung by there earlier today just to see if anyone else was, you know, doing some crazy deals like this. And we talked and laughed, and he said, the guy traded in 2 guns. I took this one and someone came and took the other one. And I said, I'm not surprised. Like, I saw the other one that was traded. I think it was a SIG, M18, M19, whatever. I'm not sure, but it was really nice. I mean, it was, the price that it was going for was amazing, but some of the prices on the used guns that they just were getting in were just turning over so fast because they were so cheap and affordable. I mean, I almost walked out with another handgun today. It was a little pistol 22, same price as this, and I was like, well, why? Well, I don't really need it because I've got a great 22. Probably shoots better than that thing. But anyway, neither here nor there. If you're looking for a gun, go check out the used section of your local gun shop. These things shoot great. This one was never shot, and it was, I mean, just amazing price. This thing's been shot a lot, and it was still an amazing price. I actually got them to take, I think it was $25 off the whole deal, $50. I'm $25, I'm mistaken. It's just $25 off that one. But the price of this one was so cheap that it was like, yes, and more yes. The downside to this CZ was it only came with 1 mag, and I've got to work on getting the large back straps for this large hand. I could use that, but still shoots well. I don't have any complaints. In fact, if I never find a back strap in the entirety of ownership of this gun, I will probably not be too disappointed for what I plan on using for. Range toy, shooting a lot. Probably won't be an outdoor firearm, primarily indoor range time. If I compete, got my letting off some steam, maybe. But yeah, I enjoy the shooting. I enjoy the skill, the time, the relaxation. Sometimes I put on some music underneath my headphones, and I'm, you know, underneath my earmuffs, and it's a relaxing situation. I can just be myself and there's really no one there to bother me. So for me, the range is a meditation, and the more range guns I have, the more fun that meditation is. So go check out the used section. Great guns, great options. Hey, maybe you find something that brings the cost of shooting down, like a cool 22 for a dirt cheap price that you can probably pay for the same price. I'm laughing because I just realized that this was cheaper than the brick, than the cost of 1,000 rounds of 99 at my local gun shop, and I get pretty good price, at least matching online prices at my local gun shop. So maybe you find a price that's as cheap as the bulk ammo that you would buy to feed the gun, because that's where this one was. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. The Rogue Gun out. More content coming soon. Promise I won't leave you hanging. I got some cool ideas, some cool things to throw together. Hang in there. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.